Jerome Span. Of course, I'm here to tell you about our sponsor today. And our sponsor is, of course, and will forever be longstanding. Hey, mind you, he don't give me no money, but this is my man's. I got to hold him down. It is Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, Swopes is out here trying to change lives. He's trying to help get these young athletes into college each and every week. Every day he dedicates a lot of time to this. This man has a serious passion for helping others further their education and further their lives in with a lot of great ways. They are on Facebook. Make sure you look up Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. Swopes is spelled Swopes. It is ran by Mr. Nathaniel Swopes Jr. He is the man in Houston, if y'all don't know. But yes, make sure you go check him out if you're trying to get your kid into school, or hell, if you're even a kid here that's thinking about going into school and you want to try and keep playing, keep your athletic career going, make sure you go check out Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. He is the man that is going to help you keep that dream going. So make sure you follow them on Facebook, and you can get right a hold of Mr. Swopes there. He will help you get into college and keep your dream going for continuing to play your sports. So again, people, Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. Check it out now. Help change some kid around you that you know's future, or hell, even your future.
Yeah, Enigma in the house. My man J-Span, Titan Studios. It's called From the Heart. Keeping it real is what all the song's about. Never selling your soul. Always staying true to yourself. Alright, yeah. Check it out. Money, cars. What would never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money, cars. What would never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the start. Man, money, cars. What would never get you far unless you gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money.
And welcome back to your favorite weekly sports show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is ITC Sportsball, and I am your man, Jerome Span. Of course, pretty face on ITC. The mind is willing, but the flesh is weak. But, of course, we've got the Sportsball crew in the building. We have got the originator of that whole ITC thing. Some of y'all know him as Pop. The ladies know him as the Ace. If you get into his face, he will put you into your place. He is that man, Terrell Campbell.
Another Sunday. Let's get it cracking.
And, of course, we've got ITC's hot take spitter, the man who rips like Dylan spits. Here's the modern-day Ali on the microphone. When he steps into your home, all your ladies is gone. He is that man.
Hey, you know it's your boy Mace here, ready to go. Merry Christmas out there, everybody.
Merry Christmas to everybody. We all hope that you have a wonderful holidays with your family. Do your thing. Enjoy it. You know how it goes, baby. But we are here. We're back. But I got something to rant about before we get going, fellas. Look, yesterday I had to go to my grandma's funeral. I got to get this out the way. Let me tell you, because out here on the road, when there's a funeral happening, you have to stop for the whole procession to get through. You don't just try and cut across and stop. Well, I don't know what's wrong with people. Fam, we almost got hit like 4 times yesterday because people don't know how to drive in a damn procession because the traffic is like, oh no, nobody else is coming, even though there's clearly other cars coming. Y'all jackasses need to learn how to drive. Need to go back and take the rules of the road test. That's it. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to be blaring on my horn. I used my horn yesterday in more in one day than I've probably used in the entire time that we've owned the car. It's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with these people. But had to get it off my chest because I was pissed off. I didn't like that. I was real pissed off.
You just know people just can't drive, man. You know I've stood on my soapbox many a time about people's inability to not drive and how from time to time I feel like we need to institute it. You got to go back and take a drive, even maybe just a written driving test, something.
That's the one I really want them to
like
take.
10 years or so, bro. Like you just got to go retake that something, bro. Because people just act like they just forget the rules of the road, bro.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a basic thing, right? We were all taught hey, you have the right of way on a green, except for like a funeral and emergency vehicles. They have the right of way. You have to let them fully get through before you start moving. I thought that was a basic thing we all understood, but apparently not. Oh, fam, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. But don't let me get too sidetracked because I can rant and rave about jackaloon drivers forever. Okay? But, fam, gotta ask y'all. NFL has been over here trying to take over Saturdays now, which personally I don't really like. I need my football on Sundays. I don't need y'all to be giving me Saturdays too. How y'all boys feeling about these games on a Saturday, man? I feel like every time I look up and they got a game on a Saturday, I done forgot, even though it could be somebody dope playing.
Well, it was all good up until this year, and essentially why, which is what we'll get into a little bit later, is because of now how the new college football playoff is formatted. There's more meaningful games that people want to see on a Saturday, because beforehand, when it was either just the normal BCS bowl games or it was the 14 playoff, those bowl games didn't start till New Year's. So the games that we really wanted to see, unless it was just our favorite team playing, wasn't on until New Year's. So like that period of time, those like 2 weeks in between the end of like the conference championships games into the New Year's games, you could have a game or two on Saturday in the NFL, and it wouldn't really matter. But I think now, I think they really need to consider stopping Saturday games altogether.
Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
All right. Let's say, Jerome, I'm much like you. I forgot that there were games on Saturday, and you're right. Like I say, dope teams could be playing and everything like that, but we've been so conditioned to have NFL football, like say, on Sundays and Mondays, and then like say over the last few years on Thursdays, and then to have a Saturday game. We usually only see Saturday games when we're getting close to the playoffs, and for it to it's kind of weird. It kind of fell under the radar, and we're entering a weird time of the year where we're about to see a lot of games played on days we're not used to. I mean, we're about to have 2 games played on Christmas Day, which is a Wednesday. So it's going to be something that an NFL Saturday game, unless we're in the playoffs, I'm forgetting about it. I'm not even thinking about it. Once the playoffs start, I'm like, okay, who's playing today? Who's playing today? But once we get, but before that, it's like, oh snap, there's a game on. Oh wait, hold on, is this person in my fantasy football lineup? Oh yes they are. Oh, they put up 15 points for me. So it's one of those things that we all kind of got to get. If the NFL is going to continue with this model, they got to reevaluate some things, because they got to do it. Because like I say, you see the promotion for the games on Christmas a lot. They did not do a good enough job promoting these other games that we just got yesterday.
Well, man, I'm really not like 100% like down on Saturday games. Like I said, for me, the Saturday game is useful if there's no college football on Saturday. But like I said, obviously it's bowl season now, so we're gonna get college games all throughout the week, which is kind of strange. You get like Friday games, you get Thursdays, you get Saturday, you know what I'm saying, Mondays. But having like the college playoff games on a Saturday, the same day you have NFL games, I really think that's bad for business, because you're not gonna tune into it all. And I don't know what the ratings look like on those NFL games, but I bet you maybe at least for a half before the blowouts start happening, the ratings for the NFL games were probably down on those on all of those games for a bit. So if it wasn't for the playoffs, I think that the Saturday games for the NFL would be just fine. Like I'm not gonna hate on it. It's late in the season. They usually have a few starting, maybe not this early in the season, but usually right around like week 15, week 16, they start having Saturday games and stuff. But I don't think they need to clash with the playoffs. I think that's just a little outrageous to me, in my opinion. I don't think they should be doing that.
All right, sorry about that. But look, here's what I'll tell you guys. My thoughts on it is, you guys both know I love football. Like that, I don't think anybody would ever question my love for football. All right, and you know, like Mace, we've really talked about this. Since the players are getting paid, it allows me to get myself back into college football. Because part of my issue was like I was tired of seeing the Dabo Martin, Luther Sweeneys of the world out here making millions of dollars while these players was getting nothing, right? But dog, NFL, y'all just getting greedy. First off, these Saturday games, outrageous. Then on top of that, you giving us games on Christmas. We all know for 20, 30 years at this point that Christmas is for the NBA. So why are you giving us games on a motherfucking Wednesday? This makes no sense to me, fellas. Zero. I do not understand why. I get it. NFL, y'all have this product where you feel like you can put it on whatever day of the week and it's going to sell. But dog, I like my Christmases for the NBA because with the NBA, think about it, for years, fellas, we've had it where they give us prime time games from morning to night on the NBA every Christmas. So we know, hey, we're going to get to see some spicy stuff on Christmas. And now the NFL
I'm not
come
gonna
try
lie
and
to you,
block
bro.
that.
I'm probably not watching football on Christmas.
See my point?
That's not in my agenda for that day. From 11 a.m. till like 9, 10 p.m. is we hooping.
That's my whole point. That is my whole point. Because I'm in agreement, dog. Like my NBA's, my Christmas has consistently been set up for years where I know this is right when I can really get my NBA fix going because they're going to give me 3 spicy games on Christmas every year. And now the NFL trying to play cock block. Like, man, y'all got to get up out of here, NFL. I love you, baby. But y'all are Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. That's it.
Bro, we know how bad that stream was for that boxing match. You trying to tell me you gonna put the most watched product on TV right now on Netflix that couldn't even handle a boxing match between some people that we didn't even want to see box?
Hey, I agree.
This is where I have to kind of chime in on this one because, all right, yeah, we saw how bad the stream was for Tyson and Paul. But do we really think we're going to have that many people trying to stream on Netflix a Christmas Day game for... Hold on. Wait, hold on. I know you looking at me like something just grew out my forehead that had veins, but I'm saying, think about it. Aren't some people going to be watching the NBA? Aren't some people going to be watching the NFL? So I don't think there's going to be a cross. I think that we're going to see a split. So we're not going to have as many people trying to tune into one thing.
T, you realize it averages 18, an NFL game averages 18.6 million people watching it.
Yeah, and the Jake Paul Mike Tyson was 60 million. So I mean,
yeah. So now, wait.
Very different numbers.
Now you're talking about on Christmas when all these people are going to be getting together with their families. They're going to have all the eyes on them. And this, again, we all know the NFL is king around here. We know. So, yeah, they're going to probably have upwards of 100-something million people trying to watch.
Let's say, all I'm going to say is I'm going to just wait like 20 minutes until the first game's underway so I can watch it because of the fact that, you know, I'm taking off to my family's house a little bit later than usual because I got other people with me that are coming and they work overnights. but I'm taking off to my parents' house, and I'm skipping the first 20 minutes because I ain't trying to hear that doggone Mariah Carey song any more than I have already. I've heard it 8 times.
Stop hating on the Queen of Christmas.
Number one, if she's the queen, who's the king? Huh? We gonna give George Michael the king of Christmas? What? Because he had his last Christmas? But I'm saying it'd be
James Brown, sir.
I'm sure we ain't gonna give it to Clarence Carter, huh? We ain't gonna give it to Clarence Carter.
Nah. It'd have to be James Brown because I mean he hit you with that Santa Claus go straight to the ghetto. Like, come on, baby, it's James. All right,
but in all seriousness, though, if you don't think people are gonna be on Netflix watching this, you realize how many people just got Amazon Prime subscriptions solely to watch football?
Oh, let's say I'm not disagreeing with you, but at the same time, we're not looking
the strength of people.
But we're not looking at it the same way.
Services,
but we have to look at it differently, though.
Is going to be outrageous,
but we have to look at it differently, though.
Honestly,
Mace,
I don't even care because, like I said, bro, we hooping on Christmas Day, bro. I'm not with it. I don't want to watch, especially, let's think about this. The teams that are going to be playing on Wednesday just played yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody want to watch that. I barely want to watch one Thursday night game. Now you gonna give me two on Christmas with teams who played. This is either their second or third game within a 2-week span. Even maybe shorter. The Chiefs is playing their third game in 11 days.
I don't know if y'all saw, but Pat is hot about having to play with Chris. He's pissed off. He is like, this is crazy. So
nobody wants to watch football on Christmas Day. We hooping on Christmas.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think this is bad. I think this is just NFL being too greedy at this point. I don't want NFL on Christmas. It's just not. It's not for me. And you're talking about a guy who loves football, who he can spend a whole Sunday on the couch just smoking and watching football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no issues with having a whole bunch of football, but this is crazy, dog. Like my man May said, we hooping on Christmas. That's the tradition. That's what everybody knows. Stop trying to make new traditions, NFL. We ain't going.
We watch football on Thanksgiving, and we hoop on Christmas. That's how it's always been. And then we get our New Year's bowl games 7 days later. Why is that so hard to just keep? Why we got to do all this extra stuff? We get our New Year's 6 7 days after we done hooped. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We on the same page, brother. Same page. T over here trying to give us some reason that it's okay. I ain't going.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I didn't say it's right, but it's okay.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: the NFL schedule is cool, but when they drop that NBA schedule, the first game you look at is the Christmas Day games. You don't care. Then you might look at who's coming to town for your team, so you might buy some tickets after that. But you looking at that Christmas Day game. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm hooping on Christmas. I don't care who's playing.
Mace, we all know who's coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus going straight to the ghetto. But yes, I think you're right. I think Mace, you're right. I think T. I know you just trying to get you bringing out your inner Daryl right now. I know this. So I know you agree with this because you watch the NBA on Christmas too. You're used to that being a tradition too. So it is what it is. But NFL, pull your heads out your keisters. Now, I got to ask, now that we're into this expanded college football, Mason, as you brought it up earlier, again, something that the NFL was trying to run up against, right, was this expanded playoff. How are you feeling about the expanded playoff? Do you feel like, hey, off of the results of some of those games that maybe Some of these teams didn't deserve to be there. There's a specific one I'm thinking of. I won't say it because I don't want to tamper with the jury pool. But do you feel like maybe, hey, it's still a fair process, but some of these teams were maybe just a little overhyped?
First off, let me start by saying this. I don't think Alabama should be in the playoffs. They got dog walked by a bad Oklahoma team, so get that out of here. The only team that has an argument about they should have been in is Miami. Outside of that, everybody that's in there should have been in there. 10-11 win Indiana team, sure, they deserve it. Arizona, after what they were 11 wins, deserve it. Boise State, same thing, 10-11 wins, deserve it. Like, come on, man. We got to stop this whole, are we just going to pick the playoff teams in the preseason? Be like, okay, this team, based off their rosters and recruiting class, or we just going to start picking playoff teams like that? I personally like it. I have no qualms about it. Like, I thought I was going to be kind of iffy about 12 teams, but at the same time, we're getting more meaningful college football. I like it. I'm here for it. And get out of here, Alabama. Y'all three loss Alabama out here crying about being in. Bro, y'all got dog walked by Oklahoma. Get out of here. I don't want to hear none of that.
T, how you feeling about the playoff, man?
So I've always, and Jerome, like I say, we've had these discussions over the years. This is something that I think needed to happen. Mainly because, like I say, for too long, we saw too many good teams not be in the conversation. I mean, let's just look back to last year. Granted, yes, the great team of the Michigan Wolverines won the national championship, but there were other teams that like everybody's just like, wait, why aren't they in the CFP? Why aren't they, competing? And I think now it gives those teams the chance to actually say, hey, we can hang with these guys. Let us show you. Yes, the first round, some teams didn't hang very well. But now we're entering the place where it's like, okay, show us your merit. And let's say, because we saw too many times over the course of the last, like, I'll say 20 years, teams having great records, but not competing for the national championship for X or Y reason. We've seen teams go undefeated and not compete for a national championship because of the strength of their schedule or even their conference. So
piggyback off of that, bro. What was it? UCF? Was it last year or the year before?
Florida State last year.
It was Florida State.
Florida State was the example I was going to bring up.
Florida State last year, and then UCF the year before that, who went undefeated and didn't make the top four. So I mean, stuff like that, bro. Like,
and then to reinforce your point, though, Mace, in the best way, why Alabama didn't deserve it. People were so mad about that Florida State team not making it, and they turned around and got their asses kicked in their bowl game. So did they really deserve to be in the playoffs? Nah, I don't think so. So I think I'm with both of you guys. I think it's a good thing that we have this expansion. There was one team that, to me, looked very, very out of place, and I hate to say it. It was SMU. They looked very, very underwhelming. But sometimes, again, in college football, you also just run into a bad matchup, right? Like, I don't think Tennessee is as bad as what that score says, but they ran up against a team who was matching up with them perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was a terrible matchup for them.
Yeah, I think SMU, same thing. You ran into a team that has an extremely strong front on both sides of the ball, and that wasn't SMU's. That wasn't what they were doing. They're better at their skill positions than they are up front.
SMU's I would probably say about two recruiting classes in the trenches away from. SMU feels a lot like Texas did when Sark first got there, where the skill position players were good, but you have to build up the offensive, defensive lines, your front seven, and all that stuff. SMU feels like they're in that same process of, we've got to build up our front seven to like really compete. So yeah, man, I mean, but still though, to that point though, now a kid's gonna look at SMU and be like, I can go compete for a national championship at SMU because they
Yep.
were in the 12-team playoff. So I mean,
Yep.
it's just good for college football. I was kind of like I said, I was iffy on it when this first happened. Right, it was like 12 teams. But more meaningful college football. You can't go wrong with that.
I just want to say, I think I speak for Jerome too in this aspect. I hope Oregon just dog walks Ohio State. I just do. I just hope Oregon dog walks them, because I'm sorry, oh no. That's my feelings on it.
Hey, you ain't gonna never hear me say something about nice about Ohio State.
Nope.
Hey, and you know what's messed up, Mace? I thought about this. You would think, as pro-black quarterback as I am, I should be an Ohio State fan, right? But no, I'm not. I cannot stand that damn team. Because them niggas been running black quarterbacks since we was all younger, right? Since we, like, goodness gracious, for the majority of my life, the Ohio State quarterback has been a black quarterback. So you would think, that's the team I would get behind. No, go blue, nigga. I hope Oregon blow y'all niggas out by 60.
Listen, bro,
I wanted 70, but
I
okay.
really just tried to think about this in my head. Okay, we got Will Howard, right?
Think about it. He's the first white quarterback that they've had since probably I was a kid.
Who was the quarterback in 03 for that?
What's his name? Troy Smith or whatever.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Think about it. They've had a black quarterback since we were younger, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up a list of their quarterbacks. All right. Let's see here. So since I'm sorry,
this following segment is brought to you by F Ohio State.
So check this. All right, check this. All right, so they haven't had a white quarterback since Craig Krenzel in 02-03. That's who you was thinking of, Mike. Craig Mace. That's who you was thinking of, Craig Krenzel. Then from there, it's black dudes because it's Troy Smith. Oh yeah, they had Todd Beckman for 1 year. I forgot about him. But hey, anytime they good, it's a black quarterback on that team. Because look, they got Troy Smith, Terrell Pryor, Braxton Miller, JT Barrett, Cardale Jones, Dwayne Haskins, Fields, Stroud. Like, yo, you would think I would rock with them. Never in my life. I hope them niggas lose every game that they ever play. I don't like them ever. They get treated just like the Green Bay Packers to me. They can go straight to hell.
Let's say,
and when they get there, make sure they say hello to Art Briles.
Let's say Jerome out there hoping that Appalachian State just knocks him off at the beginning of the season.
I would love for that to happen. Do you know how much BS I had to deal with from Ohio State fans because of that?
Oh God, yeah. Let's not even go back to that one. But yeah,
I'm just telling you, I'll never forgive Rich Rodriguez for that. He'll never be forgiven in my book. There's not that man could talk the greatest player ever into coming to Michigan for us, and I would still hate his guts. I would still say you should have never been the coach. You don't deserve to be a coach because you lost to Appalachian State at Michigan. That's crazy. And that nigga couldn't recruit a quarterback. Man. Hey, look, man.
All right, man.
I can't argue with you.
Let's get back into the lane and get back on topic here. Y'all, this hate ain't good for your heart, bro. This hate ain't good for your heart.
What are you talking about? That's why Colonel H. Stickmeaner lived as long as he did. Colonel H. Stickmeaner lived because he just lived with hate in his heart. Let's say he was at the player haters ball. Hate. You know,
if you look at Mitch McConnell, some might say hate keeps you alive for a long time. I'm just saying.
Nah, he's a lizard person, bro. He just molts his skin every about 16 years or so. Mitch McConnell's gonna live forever, dog. He's a lizard person, bro.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, but back to the point. looking forward to the games that are going to be coming now based off of the winners from last night's games, right? So we got to see last night Ohio State won. They won in pretty handed fashion. We got to see Mace's Texas Longhorns go ahead and get that dub. Hey, Mace, I swear to God, if y'all would have lost to Dabo Martin Luther Sweeney, nigga, I'd have been so angry. I'd have been sending you angry text messages. Nigga, why your team doing this bull, making me have to suffer this nigga Sweeney? I don't want it. I don't want it. You know I don't like Dabo. He get up there and he start talking high, holier than now, and it's just like, it burned me up, nigga. Oh, my God. But thank goodness y'all handle business, right? And then we saw also Penn State handle business, and also Notre Dame, where some people might have thought, hey, after what has happened during the course of their season, especially after that loss against NIU, this was a perfect setup for Indiana to come in and win, and Notre Dame handled their business at being the home team. So looking forward at the playoff here. Mace, who do you feel like probably has the easiest road to the championship now?
I would probably say the easiest road would be Texas, really, because the next game is Arizona State, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after that is probably their true test, because it's going to be some combination of, it's going to be either Oregon or Ohio State. So that really feels like it's one of those games where I'm not going to say it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to beat Arizona State, right? We don't ever want to say that, but Arizona State probably bit outmatched. So one game pretty much to kind of like, if we get through this, we're good. Whereas Georgia, you know, they have a quarterback. They got to figure out their quarterback situation, because it looks like Carson Beck is not gonna be there for the playoff game, and I don't know, man. I don't want to discredit Notre Dame, because they do feel like they are a tough team this year. It feels like they whatever they got out with that loss to NIU, they figured it out after that. They're a fairly tough team. So, I mean, Georgia Tech took Georgia to the wire in 8 overtimes. You know what I'm saying? If they somehow Georgia meets Penn State, I feel like that's another tough matchup for Georgia. So I mean, yeah, the easier schedule is either between Oregon and Texas, in my opinion.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm going Texas here, just because, like you said, they get Arizona State here, and Oregon still, like, yeah, you already beat Ohio State, but it doesn't mean that you're going to beat them twice. That's not a guarantee, right? Because that game was still close. So we'll see what happens there. To Jordan's point, we get what you're saying there, Jordan. Okay, let's touch on this right now. We get what you're saying, but dog, Miami had their fate in their own hands. All they had to do was win their games. It's the same thing as Alabama. All you had to do was win the games that were in front of you, and you were in the playoff. The committee was begging you to win the games so they can put you in the playoffs. But instead, what they did was piss down their leg and lose games that they should have won. Both of those teams. I'm a guy who also...
A 10-win Alabama gets in the playoff.
Yeah, I'm a guy who, outside of Michigan, the only other teams that I really will root for are, funny enough, Miami and Alabama. I have family in Alabama. I've always liked how the U gets down, right? So those are the two teams I'll root for. And I'm telling you right now, as somebody who's rooting for both of those teams, neither of them deserve to get in the playoffs. Neither. You lose those games, you don't deserve it. You have to win your damn games. And that's the thing that I like about the playoffs. And Jordan, maybe you'll understand it if I put it to you like this. It actually is rewarding the winners. The people who go out there and handle their business and beat who is on their schedule in front of them are the ones that are getting rewarded instead of people's brand names getting rewarded. Because for many a years, what we've seen is brand names getting rewarded over the actual substance of what other teams did. Plain out and simple.
Like I said, bro, you had an undefeated UCF team not make the playoff. I'm sure it was 4 games. It was 4 teams, I mean. But like I said, in a situation like this, that undefeated UCF or that undefeated whoever else, they now can get in.
See,
we appreciate you being here too, Jordan. By the way, we do appreciate you coming in and rocking with us today.
Jordan,
yeah,
big up. Jordan's one of my peoples. Jordan's one of my peoples. Big ups, man. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you coming, brother. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's just the biggest thing. Is like, I know we've all at least seen over our lifetime, right? And we didn't have to go back to full thing. We could just talk about the last 10 years. There have been teams year after year where they had a realistic argument to be getting in because they had a better season, right? They had less losses, but we're watching 2-loss Alabama teams, 2-loss Georgia teams getting into the playoffs based off of a brand name more than the actual substance of what they did on the season. And I think we should be going based off of the substance of the season and not just off of a brand name. Because if we're doing brand name, well, hell, nigga, we might as well go back to the BCS championship format. Like we might as well at this point. And to answer your question here, Jordan, no, that's that Caleb Williams, baby. That's that hot 18. That's that hot 18. That's that Bears orange. I always love their orange jerseys. But not get a sidetracked. Make sure we get through everything here. Now, gentlemen, I did propose a question to you guys, and I am curious to see where this goes. Both of you, so, gentlemen. Let's start here because there could be a lot of choices here. Let's start here with Terrell first. Top 5 Christmas songs. T, what you got?
Wait, songs? Oh, I thought you said movies.
Oh,
you said
movies. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say. No song.
No. I was thinking about Christmas songs because I've been singing James Brown to y'all today. Okay, that's my fault. But top 5 Christmas movies. What you got, T?
All right. So how we doing this? Am I starting with the top or the bottom?
Man, you always start at 5, bro. You gotta build up to the 1. You know what I'm saying? What is that even a question?
Because we the ones, right? Okay. Bet. Got you.
I can't stand them sometimes, bro.
All right. So, Jerome posed a question. Top 5 Christmas movies for each of us. So, with that being said, number 5, I'm going to have to go with Elf, starring Will Ferrell.
That is a classic.
Number 4, and this is my personal list, so if y'all don't like it, y'all can jump off the grid because it's my list. It's what I prefer. All right, number 4, Krampus. Krampus. I enjoy that movie. It's one of my holiday watches every year. Number 3. Oh, see, Debo just chimed in. It's moments like this. Number 3, Love Hard, starring Nina Dobrev and Ben O'Yang. Number two is, and yes, this is a Christmas movie. Y'all know what it is. It's Die Hard.
Oh God, I knew he was going Die Hard. I knew it, bro. I knew it was coming.
And number 1, and can I get a drum roll, please?
I mean, I got music going for you, so I mean,
okay. Number 1, my all-time favorite Christmas movie is The Grinch. And I don't mean that BS that came out a few years ago. I don't mean the one with Jim Carrey, even though I do enjoy that one. I mean the original Dr. Seuss Grinch.
Fair enough. All right, Mace, what you got, baby? T, by the way, solid list. I applaud it, sir. Mace, what you got here?
Number 5, Krampus. I like me a solid horror movie. Now you mix horror and Christmas. I need it injected into my veins.
Okay.
Number 4, Die Hard. It's a Christmas movie. It will forever be a Christmas movie. I don't care what nobody says. I recently saw that Anne Hathaway wanted to do a Christmas movie. Why not hop in the Die Hard franchise and do a Christmas movie with that? It'll get watched. At minimum, it'll get watched on Christmas.
Man, just keep going. Just keep going.
Number 3, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Get you a solid laugh in. Everybody loves it.
Solid.
Number 2, complete feel good. Polar Express.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, I don't think I need to. It's obviously the Grinch. Jim Carrey's Grinch.
I am mad at it.
Easy
I am mad at
number
it
one.
all. All right. So now it's on me. Solid list, Mace. I applaud that. Number 5. Funny enough, Die Hard. I agree. It is a Christmas movie, fellas. It's a Christmas movie. It is. I don't care what anybody says. It's absolutely one. Then I rolled these two into one. It's the Home Alone. The first two, I don't want to take up 2 spots on the list. So Home Alone 1 and 2, I rock with those. Excellent Christmas movies. Now, of course, number 3. I typically don't actually like this dude's movies, but I love this movie. Elf. It's number 3 for me. Okay? It's number 3 for sure. I love it. Number 2, A Night Before Christmas. Always have loved that movie. I look, man, I know people feel a certain type of way about it, but that art style will get me every time. Tim Burton knew he was making them movies for me and my wife when he made them. So it is what it is, right? So that's number 2. And number 1, this one might surprise you, considering I'm a pretty joyful guy. But I agree with Mace, nigga. It's Jim Carrey's Grinch. Nigga, that was one of the best Christmas movies ever. I love that movie to this day.
I mean,
I'm like a child.
Look at my cup.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. So essentially, we all in essence picked the Grinch as the number 1, just a different version. We just picked different versions. I picked the classic. Y'all picked the Jim Carrey, which I do enjoy that one too. Like I say, if you would have told me, oh, you can't pick the Dr. Seuss one, I'd have been like, Jim Carrey Grinch. Boom. So essentially,
fun fact about the Grinch, while there's no like movie rights where like a certain studio can or can't make a Grinch movie, there are only like 4 to 5 actors who have been given the okay to play the Grinch.
yeah, by Dr. Seuss's widow.
It's like Jim Carrey, Colin Farrell, and like 2 other dudes. I can't think of who they.
It was like Dustin Hoffman and oh god, who was the other one?
I can't remember the fourth you guys named the 3 that I remembered.
Yeah, like it was. I think Jack Nicholson was one of them too.
Maybe,
Jack Nicholson.
I believe.
I think Jack.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
think
like,
there's.
is it me? Is it just me, or was the odd man out Dustin Hoffman in that one? Because like say,
Maybe they just liked him.
Hey, you remember Dustin was hot at the time. He was like that man had some heat to his name. So.
And I will.
Maybe
Okay,
she just liked his acting.
It's just like say you see the characters he plays. I'm just like, I say Robin Williams was another one. When that list was originally created. Robin Williams was another one. So like there was a bunch of people who I'm like, yeah, I can see it. Dustin Hoffman was the one that was just like, wow, I don't see that one.
While we're on the topic of Christmas movies, Red 1 is actually pretty solid.
Hey, that's actually what I was going to bring up as an honorary mention. The movie is pretty dope. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Red 1 was pretty solid.
Haven't seen it. I might check it out sometime. But
wait
also
a minute, wait a minute, nigga. You'll watch the new season of The Circle, but you ain't watched Red 1 yet with Dwayne. What's happening here, brother?
I'm a Cody Crybaby.
What is going on in your household? We need to make some changes. I don't understand how y'all out here not watching Red 1 with DJ, but you over here is gonna watch the next season of The Circle. I don't like it.
I mean, because like I say, I watched The Circle by myself.
Red 1 is solid. Bro.
I watched The Circle by myself.
Changes
Red
need to be made.
Solid, brother.
all I will say though is, and I know he's watching right now, Debo, I know his number one Christmas movie is Die Hard. Okay, I know that for a fact. I know he loves Die Hard. He thinks it's the best Christmas movie ever. And I know he'll say something in the comments soon enough to be like, "Those are facts." I know he is. I know he.
I just want to say, plain out and simple, if you don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, you're lying to yourself. What day does it take place on? That's all I'm saying, people. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
what kind of party are they at? I mean, it's right there for you. I'm glad if you want.
I will throw in there as an honorable mention Office Christmas Party with Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston. That was a good movie because it was just complete chaos. Like I say, it was
honorable mention, believe it or not, would have been Bad Santa.
Oh, man.
Good. Bad Santa almost made the list because I do love that. I do love that.
Bad Santa was my first honorable mention, bro. I was teetering on the edge.
That Bad Santa was almost number 5. It was close. It was real close. I was like, ooh, I really love Bad Santa. But yeah, it is what it is. But now
I'll just say,
what else is a Christmas movie? We need to start having a conversation about Christmas movies Friday after next.
It really is.
Oh yeah, that is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
If you're watching, in the comments, tell us, do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie? Yes or no? That's all I want to know. Because I feel like everybody should think it's a Christmas movie, and if you don't, you're lying.
I'll say all I know is that when Christmas Eve hits at 11:30 p.m., I'm gonna follow through with my tradition, and I'm gonna pop on Max, go to the Adult Swim section, go to the Boondocks, and watch a Huey Freeman Christmas on Christmas Eve.
You gonna pay what you owe.
I do that I've done that every Christmas. I'll just sit there 11:30, boom, because that way it's out the way.
I think I actually own that season of the Boondocks. I may have to do the same, sir.
Let's say, hey, it's season 1. I think it's season 1, episode 8, something like that. But yeah, I watch it every single Christmas Eve. Like I say, I don't care if I'm by myself. I don't care if I'm with people. I'm watching it at 11:30 on the dot.
Yeah, I don't think from this point on, I'm watching anything other than Christmas movies up until Christmas Day, and then
I've been listening to Christmas music like basically all week, dog. So I mean, I feel you. I'm in the spirits, gentlemen. I feel this.
Yeah, bro. I'm about to get the Christmas playlist. About to get the Christmas movie playlist popping. Figure out where all my movies, what streaming service my movies is on, and then get in there.
Hey, Krampus is on Max. I know
that.
Yeah, okay. Elf is on Hulu. Krampus on Max. I think you can find Die Hard anywhere right now.
Yeah. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think that's on Max as well.
See now, if all of a sudden Max subscriptions go up after this show, I'll be like, check, please.
Hey, I need a residual, brother. I need a little.
I feel like there's several companies that owe us residuals.
Yeah.
I need my
I know one thing. The UFC been owed us residuals. We was talking about y'all niggas before you was even on ESPN. We was talking about y'all niggas when you was on what was that?
Fox Sports Net? It was like
Fox Sports Net, something like that.
It was
when we was talking about the UFC. When y'all still had to compete with damn WEC, nigga, like, wait,
wasn't they on
you owe us some
TV
residuals, Dana?
Yep, they were on Spike TV.
Yep, hey, Dana, I need my check. Dana. That's all I'm saying. I need it.
Run them pockets, Dana. Run them pockets.
I need my check, brother. All right, hey, and you can't tell us we wasn't relevant, Dana, because you know what we is? The five-time winners, nigga. That's why I know we was giving you love and getting you bigger.
Plus, Dana, let's not forget, y'all actually gave us media passes to your event in Chicago. So
you know why? Because we was the five-time award winners. God damn it, that's why. Okay, don't get it twisted around here.
That's what I'm just gonna say. Like I say, we got the media passes, but I mean, I don't know what was up with their team. They didn't tell us in enough time. We found out the day of the event that we got the passes, and we put them in 2 months before.
Which I'm gonna say to you, I'm gonna kick you in your shins for not knowing where our awards are, nigga. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna kick you in your shins next time I see you. but moving forward. Got to get into this week's games. We've got some games of some consequence here, so I figured we might as well talk about those. We'll quickly hit on the other games, but we'll keep it moving, right? We know about the games that already happened. Obviously, Broncos, Chargers coming out on top. Chiefs and Texans, we saw the Chiefs come out on top over the Texans. Yeah, we also, hopefully a quick recovery for Tank Dell. That was very, very unfortunate what happened to him. Amazing play to catch that touchdown. With all that happening to you and hold on to that ball to where you still got the touchdown for your team, amazing. Hope you have a quick recovery. So we saw that. We saw the Ravens take care of their business against the Steelers at home as they should have, right? So now let's get into these games that we got on this Sunday, starting with Giants at Falcons. This is a big, big game for the Falcons. If they have any chance of making the playoffs, they have to win this game. This is also going to be the first start we're seeing for Michael Penix. Mace, who you got?
I got the Falcons. I'm tuning into this game. I'm trying to see. I got to see what's going on, man. Because if this has been a situation where Penix has been better than Kurt in practice, and they're just like, nah, we paid Kurt this money, he's a starter. Got to slap somebody upside the head, man. Especially with the season
Tony
going bad.
Hey, Tony, we appreciate you coming in and giving us a view, brother. Appreciate you.
I say, if it's time for me to make my pick, I'm going A-Town all day, Atlanta. By the way, Tony, yes, I will see you next month, and we're going to have a huge woo on the cruise ship.
Awesome. Hey, Tony, don't let him not. Don't
Penix slide that do. I want what money line on the color of Michael Penix do rag, red or black?
Red. All day. Red all day. Tony, also, don't let Terrell not promote this show. I yell at him every year when he goes on it and he doesn't promote it enough because he's still busy. Oh, what a nice guy. I don't care. Tell him his rude friend Jerome said that he needs to promote the show.
Well,
okay.
If there's somebody in that field, if there's somebody I've met through the cruise that will definitely make sure I follow through, it's gonna be Tony, because I also know he does something. Like say he does something with a lot of like say legends and stuff like that, the wrestling biz, because Tony is also known in cruise circles as Cruise Flair. And see, you already said that. So yeah, so no worries. Like I say, I'm gonna see Tony on the top deck next month. Bet.
Hey, Tony got. Hey, Mace, you see that? Tony got us, brother. Hey, appreciate you, Tony.
My guy.
Appreciate you. But yeah, all right. So let's keep us moving here. We've got Lions and Bears. The Lions need to win this game because that number one seed race is getting real tight right now. And with all the injuries they got, they for surely could use a bye week. Mace, who you got here? Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm taking Falcons, just to we're clear. Mace, who you got here?
Crazy enough, I'm taking the Bears, bro. Them injuries going to catch up to them, dog. They have to.
T, who you got?
Does my reaction just tell you? Just you know my pick. Just go, Jerome. I don't even want to talk about it.
He picking the Lions, bro. I already know. Hey, look, I'm not down today, T. I'm a Bears fan, but I told you, I still rock with the man Campbells, bro. And the only time I root against them is when they play the Bears. So I know the man Campbells is winning today, dog. Like the Bears are in disarray right now, Mace. It's woo.
Listen, bro, I feel you, but man. Injury at some point, the amount of injuries in the positions that was last week is going to.
Yeah, that was against a good team. Bears are not a good team right now.
I something tells me Bears got it today, dog.
I hope you're wrong because we need a better draft pick. So Cardinals at Panthers. Again, another one. Cardinals, if you have any chance of doing anything here, you got to win out. Mace, who you got?
I got the Cardinals here. Yeah, man.
See who you got?
I'm going with the Cardinals on this one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go Cardinals, even though Bryce Young has been playing much, much, much better. Like we talked about, Dave Canales is most definitely the short quarterback whisperer. So if you ever got a short quarterback, you probably want to go get that guy. Rams at Jets, that's a game that is not of really any consequence, if we're being honest. So who you got real quick?
I got the Rams here. I think they still have a chance to make the playoffs if they win out.
Yeah, but are they really going to do anything? No.
I think they can. If the Rams make the playoffs, I think teams are going to be afraid to play them.
You trust that defense?
I don't have to trust their defense when they can outscore people.
In the playoffs, hey, I just want to remind you, buddy, that's what they said in Indianapolis all those years. And how many times did they end up going home? That's all I'm going to say.
I got faith in them Rams if they make the playoffs.
Okay, cool. I'm going to just remind you, when they won the Super Bowl in 2 years, they had a top 5 defense. Just want to remind you.
They also had Aaron Donald.
They had a top 5 defense, exactly.
Any defense is top 5 when you got Aaron Donald on.
All right, but fair enough. T, who you got here?
The Rams.
Yep, I'm taking Rams easy on this one. The Jets are a complete dumpster fire. All right, this is probably one of the biggest games of the week here. Eagles at Commanders. Mace, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Kind of think that everybody maybe has started to figure out what the Commanders want to do on offense with Jaden Daniels. So,
Mace, you mean just like we told them was going to happen because we knew Cliff Kingsbury's offense doesn't ever adjust? You mean just like we predicted? Who would have thought? It's almost like, Mace, we saw him do this before. Oh wait, we did.
Just like those Cardinals teams that would start hot and then teams would figure them out.
T, who you got?
I'm doing a backflip hurdle over the Commanders because I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm most definitely taking the Eagles here. I am 1,000% in agreement with the Mace. This is that time where we told y'all he's going to start getting figured out. All right, Browns at Bengals. Neither team is making the playoffs. So, who you got?
I got the Bengals. I don't know who's this quarterback for it. I know it's not Winston no more. If it was Winston, I'd pick the Browns. But
who is
I think it's
Nobody.
Dorian Thompson Robinson or Thomas Robinson, whatever.
No, they are not throwing him out there. Oh my God, they are throwing him out there.
Yeah, bro. I'm picking the Bengals. Now, if it was famous Jameis, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, Bengals. T, who you got?
Bengals.
Oh God, I'm glad you said that to me, Mace, because I sure was about to pick the Browns. And then you said that, and it was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Titans at Colts, another kind of irrelevant game. Mace, who you got?
Colts.
T, who you got?
Colts.
Yeah, I don't trust Will Levis, so I'm going Colts.
No, he got benched. It's not even him.
Oh, he's out now too? Oh, geez. He
got benched.
Jesus Christ, this is more of a dumpster fire than I thought. All right, Vikings at Seahawks. I think both teams actually need this. Seahawks need this to keep their playoff hopes alive, and the Vikings need this because they're another team in play for that 1 seed. Mace, who you got?
I got the Vikings. I think this probably be the best game of the day, in my opinion.
T, who you got?
Got to go Vikes. Got to go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Vikings. I just don't trust the Seahawks offense to be consistently good right now. And I'm worried that even if Geno does play in this game, if he gets hurt again, we know who they got to go to. And me and Mace told y'all niggas about Sam Howell. We told y'all. Y'all niggas was out here trying to tell us he good. We told y'all niggas he was trash. Listen to us. Listen to me now. Believe me later, nigga. We trying to put y'all on the game. Goodness gracious, is he atrociously bad, Mace? Good God. Patriots at Bills. The Bills need this. Patriots don't. Mace, who you got?
Bills, yeah.
T, who you got?
Bills.
Yep, Bills sweep here. We're going to skip over the completely irrelevant Jaguars and Raiders. That's the both coaches getting fired bowl right there. I don't even care who wins that. 49ers and Dolphins.
They already booked their vacations, man. What you mean?
Exactly. We ain't even need to talk about that. 49ers and Dolphins. Two teams, they both need this game. Who you got?
I got the Niners.
See who you got?
I'm gonna bully them.
I'm gonna go with 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going to go 49ers, even though that they're having a little bit of a down year. I do not ever trust Tua and this Miami team against teams that are at least competent. When they play bad teams, I trust them all day. When they play competent teams, it gets real sketchy for them. Then Sunday night, Bucks at Cowboys. Bucks need the game. The Cowboys, obviously, their season's been done for a couple weeks here. Mace, who you got?
I got the Bucks. Baker, he for sure gonna play hard versus Dallas. We for sure know, but we getting MVP Baker. We getting #1 overall draft pick Baker tonight.
Yep. T, who you got?
Buccaneers always.
Yep, Bucks sweep here, and then Saints at Packers is Monday night. Who you got?
Packers.
T, who you got?
Just say it, bro. It's
I don't want to
kill you to say it.
Nigga, Packers. We both. Yep. This is a Packer sweep. I'm gonna say it for him. All right, and now let's pick these Christmas games real quick. These games that probably none of us are actually gonna watch. Chiefs at Steelers. Mace, who you got?
I'm taking the Steelers.
All right, and then Ravens at Texans. Who you got there, Mace?
Ravens.
T, who you got in those games?
I'm going Steelers and Ravens.
All right, I am going Chiefs and Ravens. I do not trust the Steelers right now. I just don't. Something weird is going on there.
3 games
and they're
in 11 days, bro. Like I can't pick the Chiefs off of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is true.
That horse.
You know what?
That horseshoe's got to come out. That horseshoe's got to come out.
I changed my pick. Steelers for sure on that. Then yeah. But all that being said, this was another resounding episode of your favorite weekly sports show, and that is ITC
Sportsball.
Jesus, we were off. Merry Christmas to everybody.
It's a Grinch ball today.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe, and rate us. Make sure you like, subscribe us, rate us, review us. If you only give us 4 stars, don't give us 5 stars. I'm going to think you're a hater and you want me to think that because I'm a really nice guy and I'll call you out in person. But yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. Much love. Y'all have a good rest of your day.